Hey guys, today we're going to talk about something that we all love, massages. And you know who else loves a good massage? That's right, your pet. Not only is it a great way for you to bond with your furry friend, but it can also improve joint conditions such as osteoarthritis and hip dysplasia. So why not treat your pet to a nice relaxing massage today, shall we? Hi, I'm Dr. Priya, a rehabilitation veterinarian. And before we jump into the how-tos, let's first explore the benefits of performing manual therapies for your pet. I mean, why should you even consider it? And if you stick around until the end, I'm going to leave you with some tips and tricks to give your pet the ultimate massage experience. As a rehabilitation veterinarian, we have a fancy term for what we do called manual therapy. But what it actually is just performing massages, stretching, and gentle exercises to help improve your pet's joint mobility. And in my years of practice, these are just some of the benefits you can expect, and I've seen them time and time again. The first benefit of massaging and stretching your pet is to help their body stay loose and flexible. Yes, your pet's soft tissues and muscle can stiffen, shorten, and even contract to an abnormal position, especially if they're not using a particular limb for a prolonged period of time or holding their body posture abnormally. Just like people, pets have muscle groups such as biceps, triceps, quadriceps, and hamstrings. Muscles are like many strands of noodles bundled together and wrapped in plastic, which we call a fascia. Individual muscle fibers are made up of filaments called actin and myosin. And it's the overlap of these filaments at an optimal length that generate a strong force of contraction that allows your pet to hold its body posture and to move. If there are too few filaments overlapping or too many filaments overlapping, then this is going to generate suboptimal force of contraction, which then limits your pet's mobility. When your pet suffers a loss of mobility from conditions such as osteoarthritis, shoulder injuries, muscle sprain and strain injuries, as well as back problems, this can lead them to hold their body posture abnormally for a prolonged period of time. And what this does, I'm going to use my strands of noodles again to explain this. Here we go. This leads to constant engagement of the actin and myosin filaments at a particular length, which causes your pet's muscles to break. No, that is not right. So the constant engagement of the actin and myosin filaments will cause your pet's muscles to shorten, stiffen, and even contract. Remember the fascia that I talked about before? The plastic that holds the entire muscle groups together? This can also get stuck to other nearby structures and prevents the muscles and other parts of the body from moving as smoothly as they would. We must prevent this at all costs because stiff and shortened muscles are weak, they're painful, they limit your pet's mobility, and limits your pet's response to a therapeutic exercise program that they may be undertaking. We can help by performing manual therapy techniques such as massage and stretching. And what's so great about this is that you can learn how to do it and perform it at the comfort of your own home. The next benefit of performing massage and stretching for your pets is to help keep their joint and cartilage healthy, especially if they have a disease that weakens their joint structures, such as patella luxations, cushion disease, and degenerative joint disease, also known as osteoarthritis. If your pet has arthritis and you have them on all the best joint supplements possible, but are not massaging, stretching, or performing passive range of motion exercises, then you are not optimally helping manage your pet's mobility condition. Let me explain why. When your pet consumes the joint supplements, the gut digests it, it gets absorbed into the bloodstream and gets transported to the tissues around the joint. Once there, the synovial fluid, also known as the joint fluid, transports these supplements or nutrients to the cartilage cells where they function to maintain cartilage health. But here's the thing. Joint fluid circulation is highly dependent on movement. This means that when your pet is not moving optimally due to mobility conditions such as arthritis, or even if they're paralyzed, there will be not enough joint fluid circulating through the joints. Remember that joint fluid is the carrier. So if there's not enough carrier, this can make it difficult for the joint supplements to even reach the joint to deliver the nutrients and vitamins required to maintain joint health. Joint supplements are great for pets, but they're completely useless if they're not even going to reach the cartilage. This is where passive range of motion exercises, massage, and stretching comes in. By performing these manual therapy techniques, you are making sure that the awesome supplements that you're giving your pets are getting to the cartilage and supporting their overall joint health. Another important benefit of massaging and stretching your pet is to help improve the flow of blood and lymphatic fluids. This is especially important if you have a paralyzed pet or a senior pet who cannot walk or who is just not willing to move as much. If you're wondering why good flow of blood and lymphatic fluid is important, dang it, you are a smart cookie, aren't ya? Blood circulation is essential to deliver nutrients and oxygens to your pet's muscles, skin, joints, cartilage, tendon, ligaments. Did I forget anything else? No, I'm pretty sure I remembered everything. Without adequate blood flow, all these tissues become starved of nutrients and oxygen, which lead to things like muscular weakness, as well as the breakdown of skin, causing the formation of bed sores. Lymphatic fluid circulation, on the other hand, is responsible for carrying toxic waste products from your pet's cells to the organs such as the kidney and the liver, which are responsible for eliminating them from your pet's body. If the fluid from your pet's limbs are not returned to the body, then this can cause a condition called edema. So once again, movement is what allows for optimal flow of blood and lymphatic fluid. But if your pet cannot move, this is where you can help by performing the manual therapy techniques such as massaging, stretching, and passive range of motion exercises to greatly help improve their blood and fluid circulation. Okay, now that you have a good understanding on why your pets will benefit from manual therapy, here are some tips and tricks on how to perform a kick-ass massage to help soothe your pet's aching joints and muscles. Tip number 1, stroking styles. There are 2 different stroking styles when you're performing a massage. One is called effleurage, and this is a gentle light stroking style which is used to warm up the body before performing the second stroking style called petrissage. Petrissage is more of a kneading style stroke which aims to release muscle knots and tension and help with blood circulation. An effleurage stroking technique is one that I use to help relax the pet and prepare for the massage session. With this technique, I'm not applying too much pressure but just slightly stroking the skin. I just use the base of my palm to stroke the animal in an upwards and downwards fashion. You can also use the tip of your fingers or your thumb to do this if you're working with a smaller pet. Here are some petrissage techniques that I generally use to get into those deeper layers. Circular finger pressure. This is a technique where I gently use my thumb and massage the muscles in a circular motion using a medium pressure. This massage technique is really helpful when you find knots in your pet's muscles or you want to focus on smaller muscle groups. If you're massaging a Chihuahua's leg, you probably are not going to use your entire hand. Using your thumb or the tips of your finger will help achieve better results. Cross-frictional, picking up and roll, or pinching stroke technique. This is a great technique to break up the tension between the different layers of muscles. I also love this technique for massaging smaller body parts such as the arm or the feet of a dog, or for massaging smaller dogs. Knuckling. This is a technique where you're just using your knuckles to apply pressure to deeper tissues. You can use your knuckles to stroke as well as do circular movements. I generally use this technique to massage the big muscles of the shoulder and the thighs in larger breed dogs. The caution is to remember to be gentle as there will be a lot of focused pressure on the tips of your knuckle. Kneading. This is a technique where you're using your entire hand to knead your pet's muscles like dough. This is another technique I use to massage the bigger muscles of the shoulder and the thigh in larger breed dogs. Tip number 2 is to have a systematic approach so you do not miss out on any areas. I divide the forelimbs into 3 areas: the feet, the forearm, and the shoulder. With the hind limbs, I divide them also into 3 areas: the feet, the calves, and the thigh. If your pet is not sensitive with its feet being touched, then you can start at the feet and work your way up to the shoulder or the thighs. Otherwise, you can start at the shoulder and the thighs and work your way down to the feet. Make sure you massage the muscles all around the limb, on the front, on the inside, on the outside, and the back of the area that you're massaging. When I move from part to part of the body, I'm always starting with an effleurage stroking style technique to just help the pet relax and warm their body up before I move into the stronger petrissage style techniques. Tip number 3 is to relax into it. You do not have to use all the massage techniques at once. You can just pick the few that you're comfortable doing and use just that. You can even interchange between techniques. When I'm doing a massage, I will often start off using the stroking style technique, go into circular finger pressures, and then end off using a stroking style technique again. Also remember that too much pressure is not always better. So go light on the pressure and ensure that your pet is comfortable when you're massaging them. Tip number 4. If you're just terrible with your hands, then why not opt to use a massage gun? Percussion therapy is a great way to relieve those knots and tensions in your pet's larger muscle groups. I often use my percussion gun to relieve tension in the large muscles of the shoulders and the thighs, such as the triceps, biceps, pectorals, quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. I also use it to relieve muscle tension of the spine. With the percussion gun, you can go along the muscle fibers to help relax the tissue and across the muscle fiber to break the tension between the tissues. I would recommend to use a mini gun instead of one of the larger percussion guns. I use the Renfo brand mini massage gun and I absolutely love it. I love it because the pressure of it is not too strong and it can be used on a small dog or a cat. Look, even Bella likes the Renfo device. Do you like the massage gun? Bella loves it, so it's a winner to me. The Renfo mini massage gun is extremely easy to use, it is hardy, and it is one of the quietest massage guns in the market. So your pet will generally be quite tolerant of it. If it's going to make so much noise, they would not have that massage gun anywhere near them. Also, if you opt to use the massage gun, make sure you don't percuss over the bone and just stay to the fleshy areas of the body. I know that was a lot of information for you to take in, but I hope you found some value in it. And I hope that you're motivated to practice on either your pet or a friend's pet. I can guarantee that your pet is going to thank you for it. If you're interested in taking it one step further, go ahead and watch this video right here, where I share with you tips and tricks on how to perform a massage and stretch out your pet's back. This will be handy for those of you who have pets with back problems. Once again, this is Dr. Priya, helping you care for your four-legged friends. Until the next video.